Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, welcome to week 4 of October. And of course, as you know, our Big T Tumbler sale. How exciting is that? Ends on the 29th, okay? Ends on the 29th. We close the month on the 31st. So what does that tell you? Get your orders in early, $10 off on each. That is a great sale. But you know what? It's time for Hail Mary. And I've got just a couple of ideas to share with you, things that you can throw in to break your record, whatever that record is, minimum $500, or to go to the next level in the challenges that we have going on. How great is that? Help make your sales goal, your personal record, your personal sales goal, whatever it is. So I've got some ideas for you. I will post these once I'm done with this video and this is posted, but I did want to share it, and you'll see that it's time for a Hail Mary. That means it's time to pull out all the stops. Sometimes no matter how well you plan, things just don't go well, right? Okay, but the worst thing that you could possibly do, as I've got right here, is to give up. Don't give up. Never give up. It's not over till it's over, right? Don't give up. Okay, so this is a great way for you to use some of these ideas to supplement your sales as we enter the last week of the month. Now, can they be used next month? Absolutely. Can they be used the month after that? Absolutely. But let's go on. Okay, so let me move my PowerPoint. All right, so I'm going to give you these ideas, but I want you to think about, before you advertise your Hail Mary special, you need to do some prep work. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, and I'm just going to kind of read off my PowerPoint here. Choose which one works for you. What do you think works for you? So choose which one is work for you, well, you think would work for you on your goal. Choose what section of your customer base are you're going to be the most responsive to your offer. Okay, so I'm going to share these with you. Who do you think would be the most responsive? And then determine how long is it going to be available. I always suggest closing your Hail Marys or closing your specials before we close the month, because there's always someone who comes sliding in there who, okay, says, oh my gosh, I forgot. Always, always. So this gives you a couple of days to recover. And then consider, how are you going to get the word out? Are you going to just post and pray? Are you going to send out messages through Messenger? Are you going to text it out using Project Broadcast, where you can send pictures? Are you going to email it out, where you can also send pictures? Do your people respond to emails? And or are you going to give people a call? There's really not enough time to mail out a lot. But in some instances, if you did it today, got it in the mail today, or got it in the mail first thing tomorrow, in some instances, your people would have it on Saturday and Monday. Okay, so determine that. So everyone wins. We've already trained on this, but this one is a little different. This one is only 4 people with $150 in orders. Only 4 people, $150 in orders. Okay, so that makes it easier. You're not going to give away as much, but that'll still give you, what does that give you? That'll give you $400, $500, $600 in sales. Was that enough to break your record? If you are on one of the, sorry about this, I will call you later. If you are on the minimum, okay, so is that enough? And what you're going to do is you're going to give away you're going to give away 2 half-off items. You're going to give away 2 $40 select your own Tupperware products, $40 and $35, I think it is. And then you'll do a drawing for the thank you gift. Okay, so that is something that you could do. So this one is pared down, but you could get this done. You'll only need 4 people to participate. Are you going to just ask 4? No, you're going to ask 8. You're going to ask 12. All right. Next, I like this one. Kim Edmondson used to do this all the time. It's called a phone-a-thon. Now, you have to be willing to give up some of your discount in order to do this. But what you do is you decide on the times. You decide on the day that you're going to do this, and what you do is that you give them your website, and then you have them call you with their order to get a discount. So if they call between, and this is started early, but I mean, you can retype this and you can make it anything you want. But if you're going to do it between 8 a.m. and 8 to 9, all right, you'll give them a 20% discount. If you do it between 9 and 10, you're going to give them a 15% discount. 10 a.m. and 10:59, a 10% discount. And this is great if you like to talk to your customers. The other thing is that if you're on the phone and they get your voicemail, they can leave a message, you can call them back. And what I would do is that I would definitely, if they called and left me a message and it was like 10:15, or excuse me, 11:15, I would call them back and still give them that discount because you want the sale, right? And it's only 10%. And then do a drawing to receive a free shipping, all right? Do a drawing to receive free shipping. So I like this one. Kim Edmondson used to do this all the time. And I was talking with Victoria the other day, and we were talking about something like this. And she said a good friend of hers who was also in Tupperware used to do this every month, every single month. And you can do it as often as you'd like, okay? But not every week. All right, here we go. Let's next one. Okay, for those of you who work, you can't do a demo at work. They don't allow it. All right. I love this idea. You fix your lunch in Tupperware. You fix your lunch. And this is just some ideas on what you can fix. But maybe one day you say, hey, everybody, I'm going to fix lunch for everyone. I'm going to make mac and cheese in our pressure cooker. And I'm going to, supply everybody with lunch. And maybe that's what you do. Day 3, you take your lunch and you show it all packed up in Tupperware. Day 4, you grill some sausages in your MicroPro grill. Day 5, and you can change the recipes. These are just ideas, but I love this one. And you don't take a catalog, don't take an order form, you don't take anything because you don't want to get in trouble at work. But you can go into the break room, if you've got one, of course, and you can do these things and they will be watching and you will be surprised that you will get orders, all right? But don't do anything that you're not allowed to do, but you can make lunch in Tupperware for the next 5 days. Okay, so I like that one. Here's another one. Again, you have to be willing to give up your profit. Okay, but here it is. This is really effective if you were doing something like a MicroPro grill or a modular mate set or any of our chopper system, any of the systems. And this increases your sales credit, helps you with your goal, gets you closer to your personal sales volume bonus, okay? But you are sacrificing profit. So they buy one half off and then they get one at 50% off. Buy one and get one at 50% off. Could it be 2 different things? Absolutely. You don't care. All right. So they buy a pressure cooker. It has to be the same dollar amount though. They buy a pressure cooker and then they buy a second pressure cooker as a gift at 50% off. All right. That ends up being 75%, which is your cost. They will still pay shipping and tax on the full amount for both items. So you do have to charge them. So you're going to have to do a little bit of math. You are going to charge them full shipping and full tax on both items, full retail. Okay. All right. Here's another one. Okay. So it's not about hocus pocus. It's all about focus. So here's another one. Choose something that's got a good discount. Oh my gosh, here we go. And I want you to just really advertise that item to as many people as you can. If you're using this, if you're using Servalier bowls, if you're using Wonderlier bowls, if you're using serving centers, whatever it is that you're using, advertise to as many people as you can. Offer a prize or a gift, a bonus gift. It could be recipes. It could be one of the new party prices that just came on sale in the back office. I hope you saw that on our team page that opened up today. Okay. And this is great for text messaging or PMs, personal messages on Messenger. This is great for using that. So it's not about, it's not hocus pocus. It's all about focus. Okay. Next, callback. Guys, anybody who bought glass, you know the price is going up in November. Only $8, but it's still $8. Call back. We will be selling the smaller glass items that will start in November. You can call them back in November and let them know that we've got those. Maybe people who purchase Fridge Smarts. This is a great one for purchasing Fridge Smarts. Take a look and see what's on sale and what do you think goes nicely with what they already ordered. call them back and get an add-on order. So this is good customer service. How are you doing with your stack cooker? I just wanted to see if you've got it out and used it yet. Sometimes they don't. So I think you could bundle up a couple of products to go. A great thing to go with your stack cooker is your choppers. A great thing to go with your stack cooker are your choppers and your spatulas. A great thing to go with your stack cooker are your choppers, the spatulas, and some spice shakers. Okay, with the carousel, which is on sale. So there's lots of things that you could put together with that. All right, I like this one too. This was a great idea. I'd not heard this when it was shared on our director call on Tuesday. And this is a web browsing contest. And what this is you ask your family and friends and your customers to go to your website and to find 3 products on your website that they did not know Tupperware had. And then what they do is they go ahead and they post those pictures of those items and tag you on their personal profile. Now, what happens? They become your influencer, and who they share it with are people that you might never have shared it with, right? So that would be a great thing for you to do. All right, so next, I hope I'm recording this and I'm just not talking away here. Okay, I thought I hit record. Okay, so we'll see what's going on. Let me see otherwise I got to start all over. Oh no, it says I'm recording. Okay, here we go. So then you conduct a drawing among everybody that participated. Again, what about our wonderful party prizes? What about some files with some great recipes? Or print them out and mail them out to them. Whatever it is that you think you'd like to do. So, okay, let me go back over here. In closing, we've got to close this month with focus and purpose. So again, track your numbers. What do you need? Share with your customers that you're on pace. Let them know you're a record breaker. You're in record breaker. Let them know I'm in my record breaker month. I'm working really hard to break my record, and I only need another $200. I only need another $500, whatever that is, and then let them know. Okay. And then this is also, if you are a manager, I want you to do the same thing with your team. Let your team know where you are. What do you need to make your numbers work? I can tell you what we need. We need right now $10,582. That is everybody who's active in our company to place an order of at least $150 more than what they've already done. $150 more. What is that? That is a Spice Carousel set at 88, maybe 2 Spice Carousel sets. That's 2. Okay. Or 15 tumblers, or 2 3-piece sets of glassware. I mean, it really is. And then if you like these ideas, make sure, if you're a manager, a leader, make sure that your consultants have seen this video. Ask them, what Hail Mary are you going to do? What are you going to put in place? Here's what I'm doing. What are you going to do? We have lots of challenges. I just sent an update for those of you who already have sales in last week, letting you know where you are, because it's hard to break it out unless you know how to run the reports. So I did send that out to you guys, and I posted it on our team page. But let's go out. Let's finish strong. Let's make it happen. So I ask you, what 2 Hail Marys are you going to do? Thank you for joining me. Now I got to go close this down, right? Okay, stop. I'm going to